So I have one question and then one comment. Two
Yeah.
different things. Let me do the question first because that's going to be easy. To your knowledge, if you look at everybody that's inside EXP commercial right now that is in business brokerage, do we actually have any attorneys other than you, or maybe it's just you, which is great, that if an M&A opportunity arises with anybody inside business brokerage that, is dealing with publicly traded companies, do we have somebody that we can partner up with, or is that even you, Tanya, or whatever, to get things done?
Well, it wouldn't necessarily be me because
Okay.
I'm only licensed to practice law in California. But I would say if you're looking at M&A deals, any kind of larger deal, then you're going to be working with a transaction attorney in that state. And the
Okay.
seller's going to have their transaction attorney and the buyer's going to have their own, or buyer's going to have their own attorney. So it really doesn't matter. Within EXP, we're not going to be providing attorneys for either of those parties. So that's not really going to be an issue.
Well, you never know. I mean, so, somebody says, man, I built this business for the last 50 years. I never thought about, I don't have an attorney. You got somebody? I mean, that could happen,
Yeah, and then that's when you reach out to people at M&A Source or at
Yeah.
and look for an attorney in that specific state, a transaction attorney in that state.
And then the comment, after, I got to spend an entire week with Earl at EXPCon, as you know. And one thing I picked up on and I've seen over and over is the network. It's like we have a network of 13 countries because of his network to utilize. I don't know if you knew that or if that's been mentioned, where we don't have to run away from opportunity in up to 13 countries when it comes to what we're doing right now with business brokerage. Is that a fair statement to say, or do we know?
Yeah, I honestly don't know anything
Okay.
about that, Keith.
All right.
I don't. I mean, there's so much business in the U.S. and in but I think there are other countries that, depending on the size of the businesses that you're dealing with, there are a lot of people from other countries looking to come in on investment visas, whether it's E2s, EB5s. I personally don't know that I would be comfortable trying to sell a business that was in, Mexico or somewhere else, where in another country. But I suppose it's possible to do that. But I don't know. Historically, I've dealt with buyers coming in from other countries, but I haven't tried personally to sell a business in another country.
Right.
So not sure how that would work, but it sounds like it's, probably doable. And I think, there is, in workplace now, I believe that Empowered Business Brokers, started another workplace group. So you can, if you're with EXP, you can join that workplace group, if you want to hear more about, what's going on with them.